Y'all already know the vibes, man. Y'all already know the vibes. Y'all already know the vibes. Welcome back to another live, man. Welcome back to another live. This nigga is up. Get this nigga out of here, bro. First thing. Out of here, bro. We ban bots. We ban bots. You know what I'm saying? Ban bots, we ban bots, we ban bots. Here go another bot, man. Take that shit. Shove it up, yeah. You know, I ain't gonna finish my sentence. But yeah, man, another live, another live, another live. Money Mondays, man. Money Mondays. It's a busy ass day, man. Busy ass day, but I had to make it on here regardless, though. I had to make it on here regardless. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Shit, I already see what we gonna start off with. Shit. 1 hour ago, shout out to Cuff Boys, man. Shout out to Cuff Boys. Shout out to Cuff Boys. I'll start watching this shit in a minute. This nigga dirt, bro. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. Shit looking a little scary, man. Yeah, this nigga might be cooked, bro. Oh shit. And now I spilled my Diet Coke, man. Yeah, that nigga. Shit, bro. We gonna see what's going on though, because the trial just started. So you know, information is gonna start coming out. It's gonna be a lot less speculation, more facts, bro. Now I don't like to parlay. I like to parlay on speculation, bro. Everything I like to tune into is facts, 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 bro. Straight factuals. I'm saying straight factuals. I know this is big before a few.
I always say that.
Well, man, shut your ass up. What you talking about? Told you to speak, nigga. Nobody told you to speak, nigga. Innocent arrival. Put that X on. Take two. I'm gonna step on you. Nigga, talk that second. Alright, say that, say that, say that. Say that, spray that. Nigga, you can spell on me. Stay with the blizzard. I'm chatting, y'all. I'm chatting. I'm chatting. Alright, man. Let's get this shit started, man. Let's get this shit started. Alright. So Lil Durk's trial just started. I'm saying no more speculation, no more opinions, straight facts, straight factuals, bro. Cause for the past how long this nigga been locked up? This nigga been out for a minute, bro. Bro, I be caught up in so much shit, bro. I don't really be following this shit too closely, bro. Like, I be doing my own shit, bro. But I just know this nigga been locked up for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. There's that. This nigga's been out of here for a while. So finally his trial started. Federal trial, by the way, man. Like the feds don't play. When they come for you, it's cause, yeah, bro, they ready. They ready to put you away. And their hit rate is stupid high. They got a stupid high KD, bro. They 0.99 KD game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how the feds play, bro. They use cheat codes, hacks, all type of shit, bro. Aimbot, you know what I'm saying? It's really fucked up over there, you know what I'm saying? But it's Lil Durk versus the feds now. There's a lot of people with different opinions. Bro, who said, speaking of which, bro, Trap Lord Russia said Dirk blamed everything on Vonnie. We about to check out that, you know what I'm saying, in this live. But what you call it, bro? Charleston White believes Dirk is gonna get out. Um if you ask me, gang, I think that nigga is toast, bro. And I'm not even saying that because I got nothing against Dirk, bro. I fuck with Dirk and his music and all that shit heavy, but bro, like I'm not some delusional nigga, bro. Number one, you going up against the feds. They got credit card statements. They got motherfucking cell phone, text messages, calls, the whole nine. Yo, they have everything against this nigga. They got witnesses, snitches. Yeah, okay, bro. Okay. Shit, bro. They got intent. They got everything, bro. And mind you, they got two of the best lawyers in the country on the case, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's definitely gonna take a bag for this nigga to even fight the case, win or lose. But let's see how the case started out, though. See what's going on.
For the Lil Durk trial. The three defendants at trial are obviously opening statements for the Lil Durk trial. The three defendants at trial are obviously Durk, Didi, and Brown Eyes. Brown Eyes is one of the shooters. Three confirmed snitches are OTF Vonnie, OTF Jam, and Flocka. His subscriber now, let's go. There's the
Jam, get out
legendary
that
Brian
jam.
Steele walking in this morning. Shout out all the reporters that are there in person. Taylor says prosecution opening statements. During opening statements, the prosecution laid out its case against Dirk, Banks, and his alleged orchestration of the killing of Quando Rondo. Kayvon Grant, or Vonnie, who pled guilty, is testifying for the prosecution and was described as Banks' personal assistant arranging guns and cars on Banks' behalf. Prosecution said Banks was consumed with getting revenge against Quando for the murder of King Von. Those involved, including Keith Jones, or Flocka, who is testifying for the defense, and David Lindsay, or Brown Eyes, were flown into San Diego on August 18, 2022. Wait, Keith Jones is cooperating with the feds. I don't know why she said he's testifying for the defense. He's confirmed cooperating with the feds. Flocka. Mel tweeted out confirmed cooperating
Number
witnesses. OTF Jam, obviously we all know that. Kayvon Grant or
Two,
Vonnie.
three.
And Keith Jones, Flocka. All three have pled guilty and will testify. So Brown Eyes and Flocka were flown into San Diego on the promise they would be paid for killing Rondo. Prosecution called the case both revenge and reward, describing the morning of August 18th as frantic in nature. The group traveled with only the shirts on their backs. People laughed at me saying,
here's my
wait, so
thing,
they
though,
brought no
bro.
luggage?
Here's my thing. Like, y'all gotta understand, the feds, they didn't pull that shit out their ass. Like, where y'all think that they got that information from, bro? Niggas left paper trail of all of this shit, bro. And somebody died. So now it's a federal crime because you flew from Chicago to LA and somebody died. Y'all killed somebody. And then they got paper trail that y'all was
That's
toast.
kind of what that means, right? They were in the airport. They have footage of them in the airport. They do. I guess they have no luggage. Prosecution's trying to say like they didn't even come prepared for a trip.
They?
Like they came to only kill someone.
I don't want to speculate. Do they have footage? Did he say that they do, or hold on?
They were in the airport. They have footage of them in the airport. They do.
I mean,
I
obviously
guess they have no luggage.
Obviously
Prosecution's trying to say like they didn't even come prepared for a trip. Like they came to only kill someone. August 18th and 19th, 2 white sedans with tinted windows, 1 rented and 1 stolen, allegedly stalked Quando Rondo before he was targeted at a gas station. August 19th.
And who you think the rental was in? Who you think the rental? His name is under OTF.
19th, 18 bullets were fired. Wait, on August 18th,
And I'm not making that up either.
they were stalking him too? I think I remember that. So the day before they were out hunting too, apparently. I think I remember seeing that. 18 bullets were fired. 3 shooters were dressed in black and wearing ski masks. So the shooters, I believe, are, I know Brown Eyes is a confirmed shooter, David Lindsay. I can't remember who the other 2 shooters were off the top of my head. I'm not going to say and be wrong. Everything I'm saying is alleged, by the way. The prosecution, this is their theory. Just want to clarify. Prosecution alleged Banks was at a rental home waiting for updates by phone. GPS data from their rental car allegedly show it traveling to Banks' rental home multiple times over the 2 days. The rental car.
Alleged nigga. You read that shit. Read it again.
Multiple times over the 2 days. GPS data from their rental car allegedly show it traveling to Banks' rental home multiple times over the 2 days.
All right, so for those of y'all niggas out there that want to be delusional and shit, look, the GPS data from the car itself was traveling back and forth between the rental home that was rented by Dirk multiple times over the 2 days. In that same car was at the scene, caught on camera, niggas hopping out, switching down the same SUV, the black truck that Lil Pop got killed in. With the same niggas on camera doing the same shit, the same niggas that left the airport and rented the same car. They pulled up to the same store that they, and like, bro, they like everything, bro. I just hope that shit was registering. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna keep going. Like, what I said, that shit should download.
The rental car they say that was out stalking Quando Rondo is going to a house Dirk was living at, pretty much. That's not good for the jury to hear. But keep in mind, this is opening statement, so it's not anything they say is not meant to be evidence. It's just opening. Prosecution also alleged Banks later tried to flee the country and ran from the FBI. Defense contradicted this. Shout out Michael Blackshire on Twitter.
Evidence or not, bro. I'm just pointing out how stupid this shit is, bro. I'm like, regardless, this shit could be used as evidence, admitted. This shit is just stupid, bro.
There's one black juror, a black woman. I think there was like 5 white people and 5 Latino and then 1 Asian. If I think that's what I remember someone else tweeted. All right, defense opening statements. The defense argued Banks was not the leader and said the evidence will show he wanted to uplift others and provide opportunities. They told the jury that the history leading up to their murder goes long before the prosecution wants the jury to know, highlighting that Kayvon Grant, or Vonnie, and Davon Bennett, nicknamed King Von, were cousins and extremely close. It detailed that Grant managed King Von's finances, lived with him, and the two even shared a bank account. Hold on.
Bro,
Vonnie,
you gotta understand, like, 2 things could be true at once, bro. He could still want to uplift others and provide opportunities, and still orchestrate this shit at the same time, bro. You know what I'm saying?
was this close. He was a cousin, and he out here ratting. I'm just kidding. That's what people are going to say. That's crazy. Defense reiterated multiple times the two were close as could be and said Grant was there when his cousin was shot in 2020. Defense said one of King Von's final words to Grant was, "Why did you let me get shot?" Oh my God.
That's
Rest
facts.
in peace, King Von, man. That's some crazy shit. They
King
agree
Von.
with the prosecution that this murder was driven by a need for revenge, but Grant enacted that revenge, not Banks. But they stated that text and messages the prosecution would show as evidence was taken out of context. They highlighted that Banks was not a leader. They further said people did not even listen to him. Wait, not even listen to Dirk? Come on, bro. That's kind of funny. Like, Dirk's not a leader of OTF. No one even listened to his orders or anything. The defense said that Banks was a successful, well-known face, which is why prosecution was looking to blame him. When Grant was approached as a search warrant was being executed at his home, the defense stated a light bulb came on. They said Grant told officials whose credit card was used, alleging Grant knowingly used the company card and turned it on Banks when he was pressed. The defense said it was confident it will prove to the jury that Grant was the mind behind the operation. I'm trying to find exact quotes on what everyone has said.
Wait,
the defense said that Grant was the mind behind the operation.
Like? The defense said it is confident it will prove to the jury that Grant was the mind behind the operation. Okay, so let's throw Grant under the bus. Expect Grant not to rat. Okay. All right. That makes perfect sense.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
find exact quotes on what everyone
Yeah.
has said. The defense said in opening, the prosecution mentioned during their opening statement that Casey, or Jam, is a killer. He's also desperate. Goldberg said. Goldberg is one of Dirk's lawyers. She did the opening statements. Holy shit. So it sounds like Jam is going to admit he killed people. OTF Jam was interviewed by law enforcement 30 times. What? This is just next level snitching right here, boys. Holy shit. We agree that it was a tragedy that Mr. Robinson or Lil Pab was killed that day. Mr. Banks was not there. He was not connected to it. Goldberg said during defense. Lil Pab's family is there. It's obviously clear that he was not there. He was living in Encino with his wife. He was living in LA because he's a performer. You will hear from Kayvon Grant, OTF Vani. He will testify he was Mr. Banks' personal assistant. He was the guy who did everything. He booked the rental car. He put the fake license plate on. He bought ski masks, Goldberg said during the open statements. Yeah, they have footage of OTF Vani buying ski masks. So dumb. Their allegation of murder for hire, there's no money to follow. No payment, no bounty. There's not a murder for hire when nobody gets paid. Do they have proof of payment, or is it just witness testimony saying, yes, that cash was used to pay us? I feel like that's literally all they have. They've been showing like Dirk with large sums of cash, and they're like, this is how he does it. But they're like, do you have anything besides witness testimony to say he paid them with that cash? Probably not. All right, now Dee Dee's lawyer said this. Dee Dee's not cooperating. He's one of the defendants. Quote unquote, OTF Jam is eager to kill Quando Rondo. Jam is angry that Mr. Wilson, OTF DD, is not participating. DD did not admit to a crime, quote unquote. His lawyer Craig Hardball said during his opening statements. Machine Gun Kelly is there? Bizarre. What is happening? I didn't even know they were friends. I'm going to read some of this Rolling Stone article to see if I missed anything. Dirk sat at his defense table as his lawyer Marissa Goldberg said Kayvon Grant was initially identified by authorities as the one in charge of the deadly shooting. Interesting. She said when authorities busted down Grant's door, he realized his only way out was to minimize his involvement and give them someone bigger. They were pressing him about big fish, and he thought, oh man, I've got an insurance policy. She said Grant, who worked for Dirk at his music management company, Astronaut Sounds, had access to a company credit card and told investigators that he had booked travel for the group, alleged hitman at Banks' direction. Goldberg said that account was false. Dirk wasn't there, blah, blah, blah. Grant was the only one to organize the deadly ambush at the center of the trial for his own reasons. He was the one who bought the shooter's black ski mask at REI. REI expensive as fuck. Gotta say, that's like literally one of the most expensive stores.
He's $1 million.
And it's modern in there. You know they got cameras everywhere. Why are you buying masks at REI, bro?
$1 million
You know they
niggas
got cameras in there. Like, what are we doing? And procured the plane tickets, hotel accommodations, and vehicles. Banks 33 is pled not guilty. Okay. Prosecutors say the hitman stalked Bowman in LA, ambushed him at a gas station, blah, blah, blah. Goldberg said money that Grant had the deepest personal motive, noting that his father and King Von's father went back decades, making their sons extraordinarily tight. Grant personally managed King Von in Atlanta and was the one who frantically rushed him to the hospital as the rapper was bleeding out. Goldberg said that Grant was traumatized when the beloved performer died and was left floundering in the aftermath. He was the one consumed by the urge to strike back, she argued, whereas Banks channeled his anger and frustration into his artwork. Prosecution says it's about revenge, stalking, and premeditated murder. Oh, surveillance video of the Brazen Daylight shooting. Yikes. Banks and his two co-defendants at trial, Dee Dee and Brown Eyes, separately traveled to LA along with other men involved in the shooting to hunt and kill Quando. We know all this. Jurors held text message Banks sent Grant on August 18th, the day before the shooting in LA, in which he wrote, "Don't book no flights under names involved with me." We've known about that text. Weiner said Banks had learned Quando was visiting LA and had determined it was time to get it back at him, and while he was vulnerable, fish out the water in a city not of his own. Prosecutor saying fish out the water.
Well, my thing is like, okay, like you could say that shit just to make him look bad, and that's basically what the prosecution is gonna do. Like, no matter what, they want to make you look as worse as they want to demonize you. That's their job. Their job is to make you look like the worst nigga that ever walked the planet. You know what I'm saying? And convince the jury that you have the character that's capable of doing this, and then they try to combine that shit with the evidence, and yeah, bro, got a guilty conviction. So, I mean, they gonna say that, but like, under what basis though are they saying like, he learned Quando was in LA? Because I'm with you when you're right, bro. I'm on your ass when you're wrong, though. Feel me? So I'm not just gonna say like, yeah, this shit is stupid as hell, but like, where they get that from? You know what I'm saying, like, how do they know that?
Weiner told jurors the evidence would show the Banks was the one consumed with revenge, and they deployed Jam as one of the shooters. Okay, so Jam was a shooter. He then pointed to the group text message from August 4th, 2023, in which Banks allegedly warned others that Hester, or Jam, could not be trusted. Jam ready to snitch, he gonna tell soon. As long as we don't break, they can tell him whatever. Blah, blah, blah. The judge previously ruled jurors can hear lyrics from Banks' songs, Piss Me Off and Who Wants Smoke and Aha. Don't respond to show with Vine. I'm like, fuck it. You trip and go get your gun. They dropping locations. I'm getting it done. Fuck tweeting. We sliding. The feds are coming. The jurors
Tell you,
hearing that.
bro.
Crazy. All right, that's it for opening.
Fucking tell you, bro. But I'm telling you, bro. Like, nigga. Let me see what the comments saying, bro. Like, why would I commit a murder or plan a murder and then make a song about it? Okay. And then be surprised when I get jammed up. Okay, they're not cousins. I mean, yeah, that's how it be though, you know? Sometimes you have cousins that are not really your cousins. Um, you'll never see a federal case live. Yeah, like, you know, it would be nice for the shit to be televised for sure. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm gonna leave this shit on fact. You feel me? Imagine making it out to hood only to stay caught up in the same hood bullshit, then getting told on by your own homies from the same hood, possibly spending the rest of your life in prison. Streets are not worth it. I'm saying I niggas take that shit. Shout out to what you call it, Patrick the Star. Yeah, shout out to that nigga, man. Like, look, bro, that shit was dumb as hell, bro. Imagine, bro, you worked so hard. You worked so damn hard, bro, to get to where you at. You got everything in the palm of your hands. You throw that shit away just to appease to your older self. Yeah, all right, bro. Now, 6ix9ine, bro. Now you always know, bro. Lil Durk's name comes up. 6ix9ine's name is gonna come right behind it, bro. This nigga just loves trolling. Nigga just loves trolling, bro. So yeah, bro. Now we got 6ix9ine trolling Lil Durk. Lil Durk is on. You know what I'm saying? It's back against the world type shit. So see what's going on with that shit.
Now, 6ix9ine is the worst troll in hip hop. And by worst, I mean best. And he is firing shots at Lil Durk because 6ix9ine feels victorious in all of this. He beefed with King Von after King Von mentioned him first. King Von is dead. He beefed with Durk. Durk is facing forever. 6ix9ine is free and he's popping his shit on the gram. A few months ago, I realized I was probably over me even questioning it. And the best plan for you. No Jumper would post 6ix9ine reacts to the feds, the federal US government, the United States of America, the feds saying Lil Durk was allegedly mad at 6ix9ine and Whack 100 for saying he didn't slide for Vaughn.
And there was a lot of Vaughn.
And 6ix9ine would post to Instagram saying crashing out because a Mexican with rainbow hair. Grown ass
Mind
man
you,
by
bro. Mind you, like this is this is how 6ix9ine to get you, trick you up out of your position. He would say the worst shit. He would say the craziest shit about you. And then as soon as you respond to this nigga, you get jammed up. As soon as like there's no winning with a nigga like this, gang. Like you just don't win, bro. You don't win. There's nothing you can say. A nigga that embarrassed himself. A nigga that already done embarrassed himself, bro. Nigga that already doesn't have any sort of basis of humility to stand on, gang. Like, there's no winning, bro. Like, this nigga is just gonna keep going lower and lower, bro. You go low, he's gonna go lower, bro. So y'all all the way to hell, bro. That nigga's gonna thrive in hell.
the way, left your family for Instagram comments. And I'm not gonna lie, that's a harsh thing to
See,
say.
bro? See?
But based on what the feds are alleging, it isn't that far-fetched. The feds are alleging it was getting to Durk how many people were saying slide for Vaughn. And something you have to take into consideration, right? It isn't just the internet. When you're in this type of lifestyle, the people around you are also gonna be like, all right, well, what's gonna get done about it? And Durk, through texts, has allegedly made it clear O-Block ain't on shit. It's up to us to get this done. Now, 6ix9ine would go as far as asking DJ Academics if he will send Lil Durk $500,000, $500,000, if he gets sentenced to life since Ack began his career covering the Chicago drill scene.
That's crazy. That's crazy. This nigga is such a troll. But realize what he said. Lil Durk said, right? The broke niggas back at home that's still living in the projects is not gonna do it. So let us, the millionaire rich niggas, throw our lives away to do what the broke niggas won't do. The niggas that don't have shit to lose, they're not gonna do it. So let's do it instead and lose everything that we got. Yeah, type shit.
How much you respect Dirk?
A lot. I do.
Yo, God, yo, chat,
This
yo,
nigga
chat,
Dirk
yo,
is
chat.
crazy.
Watch this. Watch this. How much has hip hop paid us? Rap. How much has hip hop allowed you to feed your family?
Oh, a lot. So much.
The world shot. I'm gonna just show you how fucked up the game is, right? The World Chirac started King Academics, right? VJ Academics, right?
Yeah, it's one of the things that I did. Okay.
You my friend, but I'm just showing you why I never fucking try to appeal to nobody.
I'll say this before I let him continue. The war in Chirac, this right here.
Oh shit, this nigga has
The
a whole
war in
channel.
Chirac literally made careers.
Crazy.
Academics, a random guy from New Jersey, started covering the crazy shit coming out of
Blew
Chicago.
up off that shit.
And Ak, in my opinion, is one of the pillars of Chicago drill. And the reason I say that is because his journalism covering all of these rappers and all of these situations,
Crazy.
people no one else had ever heard
Crazy,
of.
the
Like,
whole
look at this
shit.
shit. Look at Dirk way back
Rondo
in the day.
number 9. Yeah.
Chief Keef robbed by Boss Top. 10
Yeah.
shot in 4 hours in Chirac. Please cancel
This
Chief
nigga.
Keef put your gun down concert in fear of a shooting. Lil Reese marks P. Rico for death. I'm pretty sure Ak is the one that gave Lil Reese the nickname, the Chirac Grim Reaper. And that lasted. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
OTF Nunu murdered midday at the mall.
But you see, this is the thing, bro. It's like, this shit was already happening. The only thing is like, the YouTubers and the content creators, we're putting a light on this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're putting a light on this shit. And, you know what I'm saying? Everybody has different messages. Some niggas is gonna tell you this shit is cool. Keep the cycle going and keep their pockets full, because they gonna sit at home behind their camera, sit in their studios behind the camera in the podcast room, covering this shit from the safety of wherever they at. Wow. They send these other niggas off to do dumb shit and die and go to jail and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? So you got niggas like that, and then you got niggas like me that's gonna tell you that shit is plain old restarted. I don't even know if I could say the right word on this motherfucker, bro. But yeah, like, yo, ain't nothing better than having money, bro. Ain't nothing better than having money. Get money, do your thing, enjoy everything that you get to enjoy with bread, because as soon as you get to jail, nigga, your bread can only go so far, bro. You know what I'm saying? You have nice watches in the real world. You could buy Cartiers, Rolex, APs, Paddocks, Richard Milles in the real world. And you get locked up. And a luxury watch to you is a G-Shock. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro.
All of these I remember watching 12 years ago, before I ever thought of doing YouTube or anything like that. 82 shot, 14 killed in the war in Chirac on July 4th weekend. Like, this is historical shit. It really is. Chirac's Grim Reaper, Lil Reese arrested on gun charges, and you still see these pictures rotating to this day. This was
Yeah,
drill.
man.
This was the beginning of drill. And some of the most popular videos don't got a fuck thing to do with Chicago. Slim Jesus gets confronted by a Chirac Savage in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
6.1 million
Memphis Baby
views.
Savage says he's the next Chief Keef. Chirac rapper killed after beefing with Lil Herb Crew on IG. 600 Breezy said he kept LA in his mouth. It's just this was real deal history. And not for nothing, this was a fucking gold mine. This was like finding Bitcoin before anyone else did it. And Ak is the one that did it.
That's
He
the
popped
crazy
it
part.
off.
They been finding Bitcoin before it blew up. Niggas comparing that shit to making drill content and profiting off niggas dying, bro. That is the craziest part, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a sadistic part to this shit, gang.
Blew it up.
I mean,
Joined
it's happening anyway, so I can't even blame the nigga.
in 2014, and he cranked it up to 392,000 subscribers and got 145 million views. So you know he was eating off of this, and he was eating good.
Oh, yeah.
Does that mean he owes Lil Durk 500,000? Not in my opinion.
How much do you like Dirk's music? How much of a real nigga he is to you?
To me, Dirk is one of the realest niggas in hip hop. Period.
If he gets sentenced to life because of the war in Chirac and how much has helped you, are you willing to send, and I know you got it, are you willing to send $500,000, $500,000 to his mom and his dad and say, hey, this might not be much, but this is enough to get you guys through the next 3 years, 4 years. You know, I'm saying, you know, your son and the whole conglomerate as the war in Chirac has helped me.
I'm gonna be honest, because 6ix9ine is just gonna keep going on to make his point. I haven't heard of anybody giving anybody $500,000.
Just because they got locked
That's
up.
like signing somebody to a label type shit. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, like a small time rapper, but I wouldn't give a fuck how rich Academics is, bro. 500,000 is 500,000, and to not be getting anything out of it, like you get a $500,000 car, that's one thing. You get a $500,000 watch, or you know, down payment on a crib, but to just give somebody $500,000, mind you, you can't even put that amount of money into a federal account for an inmate. I don't think they can even have that type of money in that shit. So you're gonna be giving it to somebody else who most likely Dirk ain't even gonna see that shit.
Are you ready to do that?
So
And this is split. Just be honest. Be honest.
Okay.
And it does. You don't have to.
Hold on.
I'm just saying.
I'm always gonna be
Don't
honest.
answer.
I'm always gonna be honest. $500,000, that might be a stretch, but some contribution, because honestly,
But listen to me. Now this way it gets real.
okay.
You made a living off of it. You made millions. $500,000 should be nothing.
Who
when
cares? They was
changed
gonna
it.
do this shit anyways. He didn't make them. Nigga, this shit would have happened whether if Act existed or not, bro. Hey, nigga.
Life. The reason I know you, I used to get off of work and watch you talk about the war in Chirac. So $500,000 should be nothing to you because it literally. So this is what I'm saying. And this is not me putting a spot to you, my friend.
He trying to make a point.
Fuck these niggas. Fuck to these niggas. Niggas don't give a fuck about this shit, nigga. I walk shit down.
I mean, my thing is this, like, let's say Act shoots him 20 bands, right? Something simple. Where does it end? Because the second it comes out that you did that, now you got this rapper, you know, like fucking the Chirac Wolverine, Lil J, he gonna reach out. Hey, you made mad videos about me, send me something. He's still locked up fucking with boys in jail. You know, all of them are gonna start reaching out and panhandling and, oh, let me get something. It's like, in my opinion, I wouldn't do it. Now, if you just fuck with Dirk because you fuck with Dirk and you respect him because he's just taking this shit to the chin like a gangster and whatever, all right, cool. But acting like you owe somebody, nah, fuck that. You don't owe nobody. But the shots wouldn't stop coming. 6ix9ine says what Lil Durk is going through right now proves that 6ix9ine won the beef.
He didn't slide, they made fun of him. Now that he slid and is in jail, they making fun of him. So damn if you do, damn if you don't. But guess who's smarter than that?
You helped the bully of Dirk.
Literally, though, I ain't gonna lie.
I guess people, why did you get bullied to go pick up a gun and go handle hard? Even though That's not crazy. Harder than the deal. But
Yeah, but understand. You think you think I'm listening to 9 to 5ers, bro? You think niggas gonna trick me? I won, nigga. Look at me, nigga. I mean, something I say, I won, nigga. I'm smarter than y'all niggas, bro. I hate this nigga, bro. Why he yelling? Oh my god, bro. These niggas is stupid, bro.
Nah.
You crashing out for Instagram comments? You crashing out for hold on. You crashing out over a nigga who literally got on an iPhone or some iPad
Yo,
kids.
say what y'all want, bro. I think this nigga 6ix9ine is annoying as shit, but this nigga's pretty smart, bro. This nigga knows exactly what he's doing, bro.
You literally are about to do life in prison because an iPad kid made his username chubbyboy174 at gmail.com. C get bands, right? C got dollars. Slide for bond. You let chubbyboy157 username trick you out your family, nigga. I won, nigga. Do you rather be a real nigga to 9 to 5ers? Would you rather be a real nigga to strangers or be broke and free? Fuck, I don't give a real nigga for who?
I'll say this. This is where I disagree. It's not about being real for Instagram. It's about being real in life.
Word.
Dirk, and it might sound fucking stupid, Dirk is thinking about legacy. Dirk's father did 20-something years in the feds. Everyone respects him. He's very highly respected, especially amongst the Muslim community. Dirk hates rats because his father was snitched on and that cost him the relationship. So that's why Dirk has always been against rats. 6ix9ine saying, oh, I'm smarter than y'all, I'm not gonna crash out. I mean, it isn't just the fact that someone's saying something, right? Because if that was the case, you would crash on the trolls.
Yo, bro. The thing is, bro, is why I disagree with that shit. Because 6ix9ine, when I say he knows what he's doing, bro, he knows what he's saying is destructive, nigga. It's not like he's saying something that's, oh, Lil Durk, you can't do this because you're not that. He knows damn well Lil Durk could do what he do, but he knows that if he actually does it, that shit is gonna fuck his whole shit up. So he's the type of nigga to tell you to do something, not because he's the type to egg you on to do some shit, not because he doesn't think you won't do it. Not because he thinks you won't do it, but because he knows the consequences if you do. And then he'll just laugh at you. He'll just stand there and just laugh at you when, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's that type of nigga, bro. Annoying ass nigga, bro.
You would literally crash the troll that's writing this shit. You would find out who they are. It isn't that. It's the fact that Vaughn was killed. The relationship that Dirk and Vaughn had, how close they were, and the person that killed him was alive and
Trolling.
free.
Yeah, and trolling too, bro.
Lil
Like,
Tim was
trolling.
free. Quando was essentially just the fact that all of them were unharmed in that situation. That's where it was. My homie's dead and ain't none of y'all got hurt behind it. And that doesn't necessarily just come from being trolled online. That's the Chicago culture of get back gang, right? How many times have we heard that? That's the culture that Dirk was raised in. So it was expected of him to get back. But this wasn't in the streets of Chicago where they only got to drive 2 blocks down and light that shit up. Nah, they had to stalk. They had to plan. They had to get a jet. They had to get cars.
And
They
this
had
is
to-
exactly why he's in the situation that he's in right now. You are not in Chicago no more, nigga. You're not in Chicago. Vaughn wouldn't have had that happen to him if he minded his fucking business that day. I fuck with Vaughn. You know what I'm saying? But he put himself in a bad spot, mind you, bro. Like, just look at the optics of the shit, bro. Just look at the optics of the shit. We all know what happened. You walk up to a car. You know what I'm saying? You don't know who's in the car. There's mad cars parked around. You obviously know you're going up to somebody high profile. You don't know who's in the cars surrounding the car that you're walking up to. You not in your city, you don't know who else is in the area, and you just walk unannounced to everybody in your circle. You just walk up to a nigga at that car. You know he's in the place, city, loves him, and just start putting your hands on him, just start being on him. Like, bro, like tactically, bro, that's a horrible position to be in, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, nigga just put himself in a bad spot, bro. Like, crashing out. I'm telling you, bro, sometimes my nigga ain't really much to gain for crashing. Like, shit, bro.
Fucking fly around and buy guns in different states and do other shit.
And he was
because
rich.
This became
Bro,
nationwide.
bro, nothing pisses me off more than rich people crashing out, throwing away their riches. Nothing, because why? Like, what the fuck? Leave that shit to the broke niggas back at home, bro.
I'd essentially planned to kill somebody, and this is how it ended. A 6ix9ine would continue to troll Lil Durk and brag about his freedom while taking pictures with fans.
Yo, I don't know who need to hear this, but y'all been trying to convince me for the past 5 to 6 years that I did bad, I did something wrong. You know I'm alive, right? It's 2026. I'm free. I'm alive. I get to hug my mom. Right now, I'm not in no cell waiting till a CO tell me pull my pants down, cough, shut the fuck up, lock in, nigga, turn the lights off. Bro, y'all niggas over here trying to improve 9-to-5ers, bro. You know that, right? These 9-to-5ers, half of these niggas unemployed or half of these niggas working 9-to-5. They gotta wait. It's over, bro. Like, one nigga about to do life in prison and the other nigga is dead. Now you crashed out. Listen to me. I don't give a fuck what you. Yeah, bro, you do it. Bro, it's 6ix9ine, baby. So you crashed out for a nigga that's dead. You didn't even. The nigga that killed them is out here alive. He rapping about this shit. Bro, you lost. It's over. Yo, I don't know who need to hear this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna prove this shit to y'all niggas. Y'all niggas, like, look at freedom. Look how good freedom is, bro. How you doing? Yeah, I mean, you wanna do it now? Like I said.
Bro, I know that really well.
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing, mama?
I'm all right.
So, look how good freedom is, bro. Oh,
King out here.
yeah, I'm a king. Thank you, mama. Yeah. I'm a king of this shit, bro. Look how good freedom is, bro. Nigga, it smell good. Tell me how to park my shit. Look, I'm handicapped, nigga. Come, mama, let's do this. Look how good freedom is. Look how good freedom is. This is what life is about. What's up, bro? You want to pick? Yeah. 10, yeah. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, like, I don't know, like, proof. Matter of fact, I'm a proof.
And he's really not wrong. Everyone's gonna call him a rat until the day he dies, and then after he dies, when they make a Wikipedia post about him, it's gonna say he cooperated against Treyway and whatever, right? But he's alive and he's free and he's living life. He's got Lamborghinis, he's got a big ass house, he's got fucking 12 BBLs walking around his crib at any time. You know what I'm saying? Like 6ix9ine's hanging the fuck out, bro. And once you don't care about what other people think, you really don't give a fuck. The only thing you're on point of is somebody trying to get clout and, you know, like the Latin Kings that ran down on him in the gym, whatever. Situations like that, right? But other than that, he don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? And all he does now is point out the contradictions, because at the end of the day, two of Durk's homies is snitching, is doing the same shit he did. But they didn't get fucked over. They didn't get crossed first. They didn't get their baby mamas fucked. Nah, they just did mad shit with Durk or for Durk, allegedly. And now they're throwing Durk under the bus. So it's like, understand, before you find yourself in Durk's position facing life for keeping it real, or 6ix9ine's position being free but labeled a snitch, before you even find yourself in that situation, you can stop giving a fuck about what other people think. You cannot, if you are able to, while you are young, overcome peer pressure, overcome having to prove yourself. You won't find yourself in a position that's going to cost you the rest of your life or cost you with the choice of having to choose snitching or doing a shit ton of time. But you have to develop those types of qualities and find it within yourself, not to care about other people's opinions. Once you are able to conquer that, you can't be swayed by the crowd, the comments, or the peer pressure. Now, Academics will post, vindicated, 6ix9ine calls into the stream and disses Lil Durk after it's revealed his homies telling.
It don't matter what the truth is, this is what I'm trying to say. It don't matter what the truth is. The truth is what the people want to believe. Like, the truth is like, yo, that's not part of my Avengers movie ending, right? When Thanos was whooping everybody's ass, niggas was like, nah, niggas are these niggas is not who y'all think they is, bro.
Hold on now, 6ix9ine. I said it to you before. Yo, Durk is definitely top 5 street nigga of all time. We gotta be honest. This case is proven. We're hoping this ain't true, but if it's proven what is proven, he's exactly who we thought he was.
Yeah, you could give it to Durk, bro. Because at the end of the day, Durk is from where he's from. He's from the south side of Chicago. I think he's from Inglewood. Durk was raised around all of them. Durk dropped a song that essentially started a war. And as soon as he touched the bag, he put on who would become the most famous killer from Chicago, King Von.
Facts.
And not only that, he allegedly used his funds to get people smacked off the fucking map. Yeah, that you gotta give it to Durk.
Nigga, what does it matter? Let me tell you. Let me ask you something. You gonna answer, and your chat can answer for me. Answer honestly.
Okay.
Would you rather be a real nigga to complete strangers? Would you rather be a real nigga to complete strangers in life in prison, or be free? You don't even gotta be rich. You can be broke and free. Would you rather be?
Well, I'd rather be free. I'd rather be free.
It's the equivalent of, would you want to be in the NFL but be the guy, like a lineman that no one's ever heard of? Or would you want to be Tom Brady at the Super Bowl and you throw the touchdown and win the game, but you literally die that same night? You have a heart attack before you even get off the field. So you don't get any of the winnings or anything that comes from all the work you put in, but you're forever remembered as being the guy that won the game, but you don't.
And what does that do for you? I know there's some niggas out there that's gonna be like, oh, you're up right. And what does that do for you? Do you hate your life that much that you just wanna work so hard to get to a specific moment and then just throw it all away so that you have a legacy, and then you leave everything that you worked for the people that come after you, and you don't get to love any of it? You don't get to experience any of it? Do you hate your life that much?
Don't get to feel none of that shit. Or you could be the guy who you played, but nobody really remembers you. Does that make sense? Is that a good way to put this? Because it's like, you can be the realest dude ever, but once you get locked up, it's over with. Pistol Pete, for example, started Sex Money Murder, right? He's in fucking ADX with like 10 life sentences. He's never coming home. I think he got locked up when he was like 23 or 24, bro. He's been gone for fucking ever. Now you got all these bloods out here claiming Sex Money Murder. You know what I'm saying? Especially in Atlanta, all the Atlanta rappers. But Pete doesn't feel any of the rewards of what he created at all. Nobody can even contact him. You know, in the feds, if you're not an immediate family member, you can't visit somebody from at least what I've researched, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. But you can't just be a fan of Lil Durk and go visit him in the feds. You have to be an immediate family member.
Bro, that shows you, my nigga. Like, at that point, you're basically just being held alive. Like, you just, Like, you're not even alive for real. Like, you just shit, bro. Shit, bro.
So there's no fucking contact with nobody. You don't reap the reward of anything you created. Other than the fact that when people Google your name, it says you created this. You played in that game, you won the game, but you died right after. You don't get to reap any of the reward.
Listen, you could go and troll and give us rage bait answers. We not the ones in jail though.
And not even that, you don't even have to be in jail, bro. You can be real as fuck and still get trolled. Name any real rapper you think is real. They get trolled in their comments. They get dissed in their comments all the fucking time. Nobody takes nothing serious because it's the internet. You're not face to face. If they don't hold the same aura that somebody like an Al Capone back in the fucking 20s, when he walked in a room, shit got quiet. Nobody said nothing because he'll get you killed. He wasn't online where a random person fucking from a different country can be like, oh, you're pussy. It's different. So even the realest people still don't get respected like that.
Bro, respectfully, bro, Al Capone, if the internet was around the way it is now, the same shit would be happening. There'll be keyboard warriors, bro, fat 300-pound ass niggas, bro, eating pizza in their mama's basement, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'd be talking shit from their keyboard. Safe as fuck in the basement. Talking shit about the most dangerous, untouchable men alive. Like, that's just how it works. You can't take this shit serious. This internet shit is not a real game.
You know, Big Meech to older generations was the realest dude ever, right? Mad kilos, millions on millions. He came home and got shitted on.
Still getting trolled.
Immediately destroyed on the internet. Like, it didn't even matter.
Not real,
but
bro.
in the feds, when he was in the feds, you would have thought he was like a fucking god.
This is not wishing jail. This is
the
simply
funniest part about it, bro. Because you know that shit throws him for a loop. You know that shit throws him for a loop, bro. Like, imagine that, bro. Like, imagine, bro, you spent your whole life being feared, respected. Nobody can say shit about you because if they do, it's up. You spend, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years in prison, bro. Come out, now the internet's out here, and the whole world is laughing at you. Nobody takes you serious anymore. Everybody heard about what you do, what you're about. Everybody knows who you are. Everybody knows what you did. And nobody takes you serious no more. Tell you, gang. Like, y'all niggas better understand, bro.
the fact is, and cut this.
Stop doing shit for
Never
image, gang.
have an opinion
Just be
on
yourself,
someone's
man.
situation till you yourself are in that situation.
This is all gonna come back to 6ix9ine basically saying, you know, y'all gave me shit for snitching, but now that y'all are in this situation, you're fucked either way. Either you tell and you're no different than me, or you keep it real and you get blasted with a life sentence. I'll say this though, if Dirk beats this fucking case,
lose regardless.
Somehow, because I don't think he can just get like 10 years or something. I'm pretty sure if they find him guilty, he gets life. If he beats this case,
legend.
Holy shit.
Legend, bro.
If he beats this case, it would be insane. It's almost like making a parlay where you bet $1, but if you win like $1 million, and there's like no chance of that happening.
Yeah.
But if it happened,
yeah.
That's how I look at this shit. If I was Dirk, I wouldn't even stay in the US. I would leave just in case they try to investigate me on some other shit. But the reality of the situation is if you're not prepared for the consequence, don't take that path. If you know that path has temporary reward, but you're not willing to face the consequence of that lifestyle, you're not willing to face being called a rat and having freedom, but you're not willing to face having a life sentence and just telling yourself you're real, you know? The feds is full of real motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
The feds is full of rats and sex offenders too.
Oh, yeah. They
But
all in the same place on the
do
same
you
level.
want to be in there talking about how real you are? I'm so real. I got 4 life sentences right now. I'm so real. I left my kids on the street. I'm so real. I left my girl to raise them. I left all of my family. I'm so real because I wanted to get back and prove something and get a taste of revenge. It's a sad story. And it's something that happens all over America all the fucking time. And hopefully y'all watching this will hear it and make a decision where you don't end up repeating the same mistake. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm a real nigga, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Everybody respects me because you know what I'm saying? Because I kill niggas and all this other shit, bro. Okay, so when the time comes, be a real nigga and sit your gangsta ass in that cell. Fuck, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I hope the best. That's all I can say, gang. I hope for the best, nigga. Whatever the fuck best is. Whatever the best looks like, bro. Whatever the best looks like, gang. Now, fuck this. I
now
forgot
we
what
all
this week was, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be the last video we react to today. Gonna be time for me to go to the gym in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro. That's no pump too, bro. That's no pump too. Yeah, man.
By now, we all know OTF Jam is 100% testifying against Lil Durk in this federal murder for hire case.
Jam
And
got
this
out
is
that
major
jam.
because OTF Jam was allegedly one of Durk's hitmen, catching multiple bodies. Durk gave him $50,000 when he got out of jail. Dude was bad. They allegedly had to pull him into a room and tell him, stop committing so many murders because you're going to put the feds on us. Well, academics just dove into a whole nother conspiracy theory as to the actual reason why OTF Jam is testifying against Durk. A few months ago, I realized it seemed to go up and up with a pick the best plan for you. Now, to start this off, we're going to be looking at Lil Durk giving OTF Jam $50,000. This is just a clip from one of Eric's lives.
You know what's name for? Steady crying, huh? He steady crying. Feed him.
You actually see Durk give him the money.
Feed him.
Get him up, bro.
Get him up so baby mama get the tripping, bro.
See that?
Feed
For my
him.
baby, steady.
Now, you gotta listen very carefully here, Chad. Listen very, very carefully.
Listening.
What did Durk just say?
What he say?
Get him up, bro.
Get him up so baby mama get the tripping, bro.
See that?
Feed
For my
him.
baby.
Basically, he says, yo, you better hold this before your baby.
You know what's name?
Before your baby mama get to tripping. Now you actually see Durk handing him, you know, stacks of 20s
And what?
equaling out to $50,000. But he mentions his baby mama. You better hold on to that before your baby mama get to tripping. And the baby mama route takes a very dark turn. Now in another clip, Ack reveals and leaked Durk phone call. Durk was bragging about not paying OTF Jam for multiple murders.
In 2022, Durk and this guy's phone call comes out. Boona is telling Durk that OTF Jam is a little bit tight. He's tight because he's allegedly doing these murders, and after that 50K, looked like the 50K was a subscription package. After you get the 50, all right, nigga, kill like 10 people. Now, basically, Jam is starting to complain, like he wants some bread. And this is where Boona tells Durk over the phone, and Durk reacts. Listen.
I called John. I talked to John like yesterday. I said, "Wow." He said, "Man, this bitch, that nigga out. They was scared anyway." I said, "They ain't getting nothing." He said, "Hell,
Why
nah,
Chirac
I ain't
humor
feel
leaked
right."
the
He's
shit?
looking at me like I ain't feel right anyway. I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Nah, I ain't fuck with them, but
I just did something that's gonna piss them off. Yeah.
You literally hear Boona say, I talked to Jam. Jam said niggas was scared. Maybe he's talking about a drill or a hit he went on. And he says, yo, did you get paid for it? He said, man, them niggas ain't give me nothing. He's feeling away, and Durk is reacting to it. It appears that Durk probably knew he was starting to feel away, but Durk didn't give a fuck. Durk says, I just did some shit to piss him off. So either he's kind of like bragging about not paying Jam, or there is a theory that Durk quickly start realizing that Jam might be jammed up by the feds, and that's why he doesn't want to pay him. It's
Jam,
either
get out
one.
that jam.
I mean, looking at it like that, if you think somebody's already been picked up, yeah, you're not going to fuck with them at all.
Oh, yeah.
You got to cut off all contact and communication. But on the other end of that, the audacity to not pay somebody who is a stone cold killer, right? Not only are they allegedly putting in work for you, but obviously they've done shit for themselves, maybe for other people. Jam is just smacking people off the planet, right? Just knocking the soul up out of them like it's nothing, like it's a regular fucking job. So for Dirk to be like
007 or
yeah,
something.
fuck him, I ain't paying him, I just did something to piss him off, that's some crazy shit. Because how you gonna get around this dude in real life and feel comfortable around him knowing what he actually does? There's a big difference between paying somebody to do something and being the person that actually gets it done. There's a very big difference between the two. You know, one, you could be like, oh, well, Dirk's the boss, he's the money, he's the this and the that. Yeah, but this dude is the crash out. This is the dude that goes and actually does. I mean, you could just see the difference in the picture right here. He's posing with the bread. He's, you know, he ain't got to do too much. He's got this fat ass chain. But this dude, no matter how much money you put in his hands, he just looks like he kills people.
But basically, this is proof that Jam felt underappreciated. And the reality is, I know 50,000 is a lot of money, but it's not enough money for unlimited murders.
A killer feeling unappreciated. This is like a Chicago love story. And I mean, yeah, 50,000 sounds like a bag. To most people, 50,000 is a bag, but 50,000 gets blown through like that. And paying someone 50,000 for unlimited murders, allegedly, is crazy. That's insane. That doesn't, you know, the price of life is cheap in Chicago for sure. But $50,000 isn't what you think it is. If one of you hit a scratch off for $50K, the majority of you would blow that within the next 3 months. And the financial advisors can jump in the comments and act like, oh, I'd invest in this and I'd invest in this. Realistically, it just doesn't happen like that. Statistically, most people that win the lottery end up losing it all. But this is where things take a very big turn. Academics alleges Lil Durk paid OTF members to knock off OTF Jam's baby mama to scare him from cooperating with the feds.
He starts working, and at that point, Jam, after getting no support from Durk, no payments from Durk, supposedly starts working with the government. They lock him up, and then he disappears into the system, which is when he officially starts cooperating. Jam didn't fully already start to testify, but he was moving weird. Durk is hearing about how he was complaining. It's sounding a little spooky. What happens after is OTF Jam baby mama gets killed, allegedly to scare him to not cooperate. They clap his baby moms. This should sound like a movie.
That literally sounds like this would be some crazy shit.
Hell yeah.
Because again, you know, we just covered 6ix9ine going at Lil Durk, and everyone looked at 6ix9ine like you had no reason to snitch, da-da-da-da-da. And 6ix9ine is saying, why would I be loyal to people that kidnapped me, robbed me, you know, hooked up with my baby mama, all this crazy shit, right? Shit that your friends wouldn't do. A lot of people agreed with that. Like, yeah, that ain't, you know what I'm saying? Them clearly ain't your homies. And the other people were like, man, that's regular shit. Your baby mama fucked off, whatever. Motherfuckers felt like you was moving weird, so they try to get at you. You was supposed to get back at them, whatever, right? But that's why everyone got on him. And that was what he said was his reason for cooperating. I'm not going to be loyal and sit down for 20-something years for people who clearly weren't loyal to me. Well, look at this situation. If this is true,
that's one hell of a situation.
Lil Durk allegedly felt like Jam was cooperating and got his baby mama killed.
Nigga.
6ix9ine's baby mama allegedly got hit. They actually did a hit on Jam's baby mama, allegedly.
I will say this: there's not much linking Durk to the murder of his baby moms. His baby moms, I believe, was a male woman, and she got killed. And they did arrest somebody for the murder, but it was a 15-year-old, and there was no clear ties to Durk. You know, this quote-unquote streets in the narrative was saying that was a way to try to warn or scare Jam about snitching.
Homie, you couldn't have just talked to him? You couldn't have just like said something? You just had to go and
I'm
flat out
saying
kill his
no.
baby mama?
Like what?
That's a crazy accusation right there. That right there, if that would have proved to be true, I mean, how many of y'all would sympathize with Jam? If someone went and killed your baby mama because they thought you were gonna snitch, not you, which doesn't even make any fucking sense. Why not just hit Jam if that's the case? But not that. They're gonna keep the killer, but they're just gonna make the killer even madder because they're gonna knock his baby mama off and then be like, yeah, you better not.
Yeah, bro.
You
That's
better
the cycle,
not.
bro.
And it's like, what?
That's where the cycle
Now, a
starts.
15-year-old boy was sentenced to 5 years in juvenile
5
detention after pleading
years.
guilty to the July 19th,
Nigga.
2024.
Nigga went to for 5 years. He about halfway through that sentence, bro. Oh wait, no, he not. The killing happened on this date. But 5 years, bro?
Shooting of a U.S. Postal Service letter
No
carrier,
wonder they don't
Octavia
move.
Redmond, who was 48
Hey,
years
what?
old, in Chicago's West Pullman neighborhood.
Nigga, so you gonna if you could go kill somebody and only get put away for 5 years, of course they not gonna care, bro. Of course they're not gonna give a fuck. Oh, I just gotta sit down for 5 years, but at least I got killer next to my name.
Just before 11:40 in the morning, Redmond was delivering mail on the 12,000 block of South Harvard Ave when a man exited a stolen white Dodge Durango and approached her. He shot her multiple times at close range before fleeing. She was taken to Christ Hospital and later died from her injuries. Authorities used private surveillance video and an anonymous tip to track the suspect's movements before and after the shooting. The stolen vehicle was later found abandoned and torched in the West Chatham neighborhood. Prosecutors also linked the gun to a separate battery case. The teen was arrested in Cedar Rapids, Iowa on September 30th, 2024, extradited to Chicago and charged with first-degree murder. On July 1st, 2026, Cook County Judge Sanju Uman Green sentenced the juvenile to 5 years,
But you
and the
know, time served and all that.
Illinois Department of Juvenile Justice after he pleaded guilty to first-degree murder. The case was prosecuted in juvenile court, and the judge applied juvenile court sentencing guidelines. He was sentenced on June 3rd, 2026, so this year.
Bro.
Redmond, who had worked for USPS for 15 years, was described by neighbors as a mother to the neighborhood. The National Association of Letter Carriers and other postal workers rallied, calling for stronger protection for carriers and renewing calls for improved safety on city. I mean, I don't think none of that's going to matter when your baby daddy is OTF Jam and he's out there
That's
spanking
what I'm
shit.
saying,
But the fact that a 15-year-old got booked on that, I didn't even know that they could run a first-degree murder case in juvenile court. I would assume that that charge is big enough, first-degree murder. There isn't a charge bigger than that. I would assume you would get straight to adult court. You'd be adjudicated as an adult. You would go to the adult county jail and be held in a different wing until you turn 18. He only got 5 years for killing her.
5 years, bro.
That's insane.
What?
He's going to be out. You know, he's probably going to get time served because he's been locked up
See?
already for 3 years. This
Yeah,
kid's
bro.
going to be out.
He's
He's
more
going to
than
be under 20
halfway
years
out.
old with a body under his belt.
Yeah, man.
Minor who pleaded guilty to killing a
Chicago
postal
food.
worker will spend 5 years in juvenile detention. Octavia Redmond was killed in July of 2024 while she was delivering mail. The juvenile got out of a stolen vehicle and shot her multiple times at close range. That person pleaded guilty to murdering her last month.
Developing this morning, Chicago police have released surveillance video of a person of interest in the deadly shooting of a postal worker.
The shooting happened last month in the West Pullman neighborhood. Mugo Adigwe is live in the newsroom this morning with a look at that new video. So Mugo, what does it show?
Well, first off, we know the U.S. Postal Inspection Service is already offering a $250,000 reward for information leading to an arrest and conviction in this.
Well, no wonder they got the tip then. They offered up $250,000. And that's the thing is, like, you got to understand, what are the chances that 15-year-olds in Chicago are getting sent on hits knowing that the punishment isn't going to be extreme?
That's
and then
what
the
I'm
same
saying.
person that sent you on the hit drops the tip to get you booked so they can collect the $250 after paying you like $5K to go do the murder.
This shit
What if
is
that actually
twisted,
happened?
yo.
Right?
You
You
can
give a
literally send
15-year-old
somebody
5,
off.
10K. He goes and kills somebody. He ain't gonna get that much time. He got 5 years in this case. But then you drop the tip and you walk with $250,000.
Yo. So here it is now. You know what I'm saying? Here's another twist to it, bro. If you know the tip is gonna be that high of a ticket for a murder, and then you got somebody who you could send off, he only gonna get 5 years. You come up with an agreement with him, bro. Go do the 5 years real quick, get rid of this nigga. It takes 75K. Take 100K. 150. 200. Shit, take the whole shit. That's your bounty? Yeah. Oh shit, split it in half, 125. However you want to break that shit down, bro. Yeah, like this shit is just, I'm telling you, this shit is so stupid.
Person you wanted to get killed got killed.
This case. And now Chicago police are hoping the new video gets them closer to the killer. So here's that video on your screen. Part of it shows a man getting to a white Dodge Durango near 70th and Campbell. This is right before the shooting. Then at some point, the same video shows a man getting out of that Durango near 121st and Harvard. He runs across the street and out of view. Then he runs back to the car before it drives off. Police say on that day, Friday, July 19th, around 11:40 in the morning, 48-year-old postal worker Octavia Redmond was in front of a home near 121st and Harvard when a man walked up to her and shot her. She died at the hospital. The Dodge Durango used in the shooting was later found abandoned and torched in the middle of a field on South Holland Avenue. Now, anyone with information on this shooting is asked to call Area 2 detectives.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty extreme. And I can't imagine being OTF Jam and seeing that play out. Especially if he's thinking it came from his own people. Like, damn, they really sent somebody at my people, at my family. How am I going to play this out? Obviously, Jam doesn't have the power to go at Dirk because Dirk is surrounded by people at all times. Dirk's a multi-millionaire. Dirk doesn't even live in Chicago.
Suicide mission.
So Jam doesn't necessarily have the capability to get at him. Well, what's something he could do? Cooperate. If he cooperates with the feds, he saves himself from any crazy amount of prison time. But he's also essentially putting away the person who allegedly got his baby moms killed. Now, as far as the history of OTF Jam, his real name is Casey Hester, and this is mugshots.com. They upload regular mugshots, but they also seem to have a lot of prison mugshots. This is the same website that posted the picture of me with the infamous slash that everybody said was a fake picture. And I mean, it actually tells you when this photo got uploaded. Let me see. This official record was collected from a law enforcement agency on November of 2013. So this picture got uploaded in, date added, 11/16/2013. Everybody said I faked this and I photoshopped it, but I was actually in prison when this hit the internet. I was at Lancaster's work camp. But yeah, so I mean, unless this is a fake picture, we have OTF Jam right here. And this was when he was at the Northern Reception Center. His parent institution was Stateville Correctional Center. And he was in there for aggravated battery, discharge of a firearm, and sentenced to 14 years. So again, I believe they said he was released in 2022. But other than that, I wasn't really able to find much details on the shooting that put him away. Now, interestingly enough, we spoke on the reason 6ix9ine gave for cooperating. We compared it to the alleged reason why Jam is cooperating. And academics the other day would ask 6ix9ine what he would have done if he was in Lil Durk's position.
If in Dirk's position, what would I do, right?
Yeah.
If I was in Dirk's position, when we first got indicted for the murder for hire, I would have quickly lawyered up OTF Bonnie, OTF Jam, because now we part of one firm. You know how it goes. That one firm controls.
I said that, and a lot of people didn't get it.
When you got a dream team, one is on me, one is on my mans, the other one is on my mans, and then their paralegals is on them. Ain't no way you gonna tell because everything's gonna get back to me.
I agree with that one.
You said if in Dirk's position, what would I do, right?
I mean,
Now that
shit.
sounds like the best route, lawyering everybody up. But at the same time, if you feel like Jam is already cooperating, there's not much you can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounds good, but if he's already cooperating, and
Yeah.
especially if you're the one that got his baby mama hit, you're not gonna pay for his lawyer.
No, this nigga's not about
Realistically.
If that's his plan.
But this murder has not been introduced to this federal case, so keep that in mind. This is just an example of an alleged reason why Jam could be motivated enough to do this. Aside from saving his own ass, there could be some animosity over the fact that his baby mom's was killed. But let me know y'all's thoughts and comments in the comment section. It's 1090 Jake.
Hey, bro.
I'm rocking with y'all.
This is why, bro. You know what I'm saying? Message to females and shit like that, bro. You gotta be careful when you fuck with, bro, because I'm saying a lot of y'all females, y'all be loving killers and all this shit, bro. The killer gets caught up, you never know who they gonna come for. They might come for you. I'm saying. Yeah, man. That's that, though. From me. That's that. So, only time for me to go to the gym, bro, so I can stop being skinny. Feel me? Stop being skinny. I gotta work on them. I'll work on this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a good live, though. It's a good live video. It's gonna be up on Prezi. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I go tap in, bro. Nah, Prezi Unfiltered. It's gonna be up on Prezi Unfiltered. Where we at? Prezi Unfiltered. Yeah. You can see 8 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? It's alright, though. You know what I mean? It's alright, though. Don't be coming from me. You feel me? Shit, I didn't mean to take y'all here. I'll take y'all here. Prezi Unfiltered. Make sure y'all go tap in. You know what I'm saying? Word.